So you're going to tell me a bit more about Stronger.
Yeah, you know, we originally thought we were going to have it on the EP, and the deeper into the song we got, we thought actually this is more of a song in its own right. If we put it in the EP, people will just go to it and why is that there? You know, it's just so different from everything else we've done. You know, it's the whole basic idea of it is it's supposed to be simple. You know, so it's got that. Rolling over and over again, and to be honest, that song when we first wrote it, when I first sat down and went for it, it was a really difficult time. I was going in and out of a crisis centre. I wasn't very well for mental health and you know, all those kind of things. And yeah, I think the worst thing when you're in that position is beating yourself up because you think you're just not enough to get through it. You think all the time. You think to yourself, there are other people out there who have a reason to be angry. You know, have all these illnesses, all this stuff, and they're so brave. And here I am with just a mental health issue.
It's not a competition.
No, I know it's not a competition.
Your feelings are just as valid as everybody else's.
They are, but you know, you still stand there and you just wish that. You know, you had some. You take it out on yourself. That's half the problem all the time.
Your own worst critic.
You are really, and so it feeds into it, the mental health side. And Stronger was really about that. I hope that, if anything, so if someone, you know, gets a little bit of hope from it, then it's worthwhile, isn't it? Really? I think even just one. My mum loves it, so you know, one person's happy anyway. But yeah, you know, it's we're really chuffed with it, and. We're looking forward to having it as a single and seeing what people think of it, really.
Good. Was it cathartic to write that?
It was. Again, I think it was John Lennon who said once, oh, you know, I write songs about this, write that, and then the further he gets away from it, and I think that goes to everyone, you know, the more you realise it's about yourself, you can't help it. Nearly everyone writes about themselves, and the further away you get from the moment, you think, oh, that's me again on that bit, and again, and again. And this one, again, I wrote it from the perspective of my friend, or you know, thinking about my friend, but it was absolutely about me.
As well, yeah.
And as soon as it was written, I realised that, you know, and it was nice to feel better and to think, well, I was there. I was in a horrible moment where I thought, that's it. I honestly thought that was kind of the end of me, really. Not in a nasty way, but that was the reality. Yeah, that was that. I didn't think that I was going to be coming back after that. You know, I was all kind of smiles and stuff, but I thought that was going to be the end of it. But you know, there's so much worthwhile stuff to live around for.
Absolutely.
And again, you know, being sat there amongst all these people, all these young kids who were all sat there with the same issues, who had eating problems and you know beat themselves up so much on the level that no one should. You know, it's not fair. But yeah, if it reaches anyone and helps anyone in any kind of way, then at least it's been worthwhile.
You're very lucky because you've got the music as an outlet, but also you've got that thought that potentially if it helps someone else, then that can sort of bolster you inside, can't it, as well?
Yeah, it can. And you know, the very reason I got into music was because I stood there when I was 13 or 14. I had not an interest. My dad's a musician his whole life. Guitars here, guitar there, guitar, and he tried to teach me so many times, and every time I'd sit down and go, no, I don't really have any cares about music, and that is like sacrilegious to my dad. He hated that. But I said, no, I just don't want to do it. And then when I was seeing Oasis, I think it was, and I was just a big fan of Oasis, and we were in Wembley Stadium, and I remember being stood there, and I think it was Don't Look Back in Anger or something like that, and the whole crowd singing it so passionately, they're really going for it. And I realised in that moment that every single person there had their own reason for singing that song. No one had the same reason. No one was singing it, oh, because of this time they all had to sing it. They all had a unique reason, but all was just as valuable as the person to the left. You know, all was just as valid. And I thought, wow, if I could do that, you know, if I could stand there and make a difference like that, where people could listen to it and help. And you know, that song, as I say, Don't Look Back in Anger, you could play it in any circumstance, and it's helped so many people, and it becomes more than music.
I look forward to it very much, and wish you loads of luck with bringing it to life on stage and seeing that reaction from the crowds as well.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you.
Great.